let's jump into the actual concept, that is the formulas and the functions. Yes, here is the difference between formula and the function. Formula means you can see when you observe formula and the function, formula is a combination of data as well as the mathematical science. Okay, formula, it is a rule. Okay, that means we have to follow that rule to achieve the expected result. Suppose we want to calculate the sum of numbers. Okay, definitely we have to follow this rule to achieve the sum of numbers. And if you would like to calculate average of the numbers, you need to follow this mathematical rule, that is the formula, that is sum of numbers divided by number of numbers. Okay. I already told you formula is a combination of mathematical science and the data. Okay, and you need to remember the formula. Okay, if you want to use the formula to calculate any result, then you need to remember the format, exact syntax of the formula. Okay, then coming to the function, let's see some example for the formula. Suppose here are the numbers. I want to calculate the average of these three numbers by using the formula. How can I write the formula for this numbers to calculate the average? Okay, first you need to do the sum of the numbers as usual, like that. Number 1 is this 23, number 2 is this 34, number 3 is this 67. Then divided by number of numbers. How many numbers we have taken? 3 numbers. That's why we have written here as the 3. Okay, when you are going with the formula for the for any calculation, you need to remember that formula. Then in that formula you need to give the data. Okay, then coming to the functions are like life saviors. Okay, suppose we cannot in world so many lakhs of formulas are there. Okay, for every functionality we cannot remember, as a human we cannot remember all the formulas. Okay, but in that scenario these functions will be helpful for you. Okay, when you don't remember the formula, then you can go for the function. For the function, you don't need to remember the formula. Okay, you need to just pass the data for that calculation. Okay, because function contains formula inbuilt. Okay, function contains the formula inbuilt. That means it is already having the formula inside in it. We cannot see that formula while using the function. We just need to pass the data to which you want to calculate the calculate any type of calculation. Okay, now let's see with an example. Suppose I would like to calculate the average of these three numbers. Okay, by using the formula we have to write all the mathematical science, all the data, everything in the same format of that formula. Okay, but coming to the average, you just need to use the average function provided by the Excel. Just write the average and inside the braces just pass the data. You don't need to write the actual syntax style of the formula. You just need to pass the data to which you want to calculate the average. Then rest of the thing, okay, inside the average already formula will be there. It will insert all the data. Average function insert all the data that you pass it to this function, and it calculate and it generate the result for you. Okay, I think you got the difference between the formula and the function. When you are going with the formula, you need to know the formula syntax. Okay, that means first number, then plus, then divided by, like that. The structure of the formula you need to remember. But coming to the function, you don't need to remember the structure of the formula for this functionality. You just need to pass the data to which you want to calculate that functionality. Okay, now let's use in our Excel sheet. Let's use the formulas and the functions in our Excel sheet. Now I would like to calculate the total, that means sum of these marks by using the formula. How can I write the formula? In Excel, every formula and function starts with equal to. Then you need to write the data, okay, to which you want to calculate the sum. Okay, first number, that is 34. Actually, in Excel, we prefer using the cell reference instead of the data present in that cell. How can you write the cell reference of this cell? Okay, you just after equal to, you just select that cell. Automatically, the formula takes that cell reference. Then, what is the formula of sum of numbers? The data plus again number 2 plus again number 3. Okay, after writing the formula, you just give the enter, then it show the calculated result. Okay, calculated result is there in this cell. Then how could I know that what is the formula inside this cell? Okay, you can see the actual formula that you used inside this cell in the formula bar. Okay, this is the formula bar. Formula bar shows the formula or the function that you used in that selected cell. Okay, now let's try to calculate the same formula in this in this cell for all this data. Okay, actually the thing is, you can calculate explicitly by writing all the formula, by selecting all the cells again and again, but there is a facility in the Excel that you can copy the formula to all the remaining cells. How to do that? Just move to that cell, okay, wherever you already entered the formula, then go to the right bottom corner of that cell, then your mouse pointer automatically gets converted to the plus symbol, then hold the left button and drag it. Okay, after that it will automatically, okay, it automatically, what is the formula used in that cell gets automatically copied to the remaining cell by changing the cell references accordingly. Okay, now we calculated the sum of the numbers by using the formula. Then just try to calculate the sum of the numbers by using the function. Okay, every function under the formula starts with equal to, then just try to write the function. It will show you, try to write the name of the function, then it will show you all the possible functions that present in the Excel. Okay, I need the sum function, that's why I'm selecting this. Double click on the sum function, then it is asking for you to provide the numbers to which you want to calculate the sum. Okay, the syntax, the structure of the function you can see here. Okay, it is a clue to enter the data, to provide the data for the function. Now here, first thing, you need to pass the numbers. Number 1, then we need to, after the number 1 we need to give comma. Okay, then number 2, then comma, then number 3. Okay, our selection is over. Then close the brace. Function means it will be with the angular braces. Inside angular braces, you need to send the data to which you want to calculate that function. Okay, then after writing the function, just give the enter. It will show you the resultant data. Okay, you can see that the same these two cells are having the same result. Okay, formula, with the formula and with the function we will get the same results, but when you are going with the formula, you need to remember the structure of the formula, but when you are going with the functions, you don't need to remember the structure of the formula. Already formula will be there inside this function. You just need to pass the data to which you want to calculate the that particular functionality. Okay, now you, if you want to calculate the total of all these cells, you can drag it. Okay, the sum function applies for this whole cells. Okay, now in this cell I told you that how to pass the data by using the commas. Okay, like that. Okay, if so many 100 cells are there, then how can I write explicitly all the cells by separating with the comma? Okay, there is one operator, that is a range operator. Okay, range operator. How to use the range operator? First try to write the sum function. Let me select it. Okay, you don't need to write the every cell reference by separating with the comma explicitly by your own. You can use a range operator as well. Like how? Okay, first you need to select the first cell. Okay, then use the colon. Colon is known as a range operator. Okay, then here after the range operator, select the last cell of the data you want to pass to the sum function. Okay, I selected this. Then automatically this range operator, this colon is the range operator or the range sign, it is a mathematical sign. Okay, with the range operator, all the cells that are in between the first cell and the last cell gets automatically selected. Then close the brace and give the enter. Okay, then it shows the resultant data. Okay, now use the drag method. Now if you would like to go with this. Okay, like that you can use the formulas and the functions in the Excel. Okay, yeah, this is a difference between formulas and function. Keep on exploring all the formulas and the functions and all the predefined functions available in the formulas tab. I hope you found this video informative.